In the tranquil fields of a picturesque farm, a shocking sight emerges, a magnificent white horse, its coat gleaming in the sunlight, marred by a grotesque barnacle wound that tells a story of nature's darker side. At first glance, it appears as if this noble creature is wearing a gruesome badge of survival. But what lies beneath the surface is a chilling tale of infestation and decay. Barnacles, typically associated with the rough and rugged surfaces of ships and rocks, have made their way into the equestrian world, and their presence on this horse is a disturbing reminder of the relentless forces of nature. As the camera zooms in, viewers are confronted with the unsettling image of these hard-shelled crustaceans, clinging tenaciously to the horse's skin, creating a grotesque tableau of life and death. Barnacle infestation occurs when in the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains. A creature of immense power and grace roams. But today, we encounter a bison, a symbol of strength and resilience that bears a haunting secret. Its massive frame is marred by a grotesque wound, a festering mass of barnacles that cling to its skin like a sinister badge of survival. This is not just a story of a bison. It is a chilling glimpse into the darker side of nature, where beauty and horror intertwine. As we delve deeper, prepare yourself for a journey that reveals the unsettling truth behind this barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that is as fascinating as it is repulsive. Barnacles, those small, hard-shelled creatures, are often associated with the ocean, but they can also invade the lives of unsuspecting land animals. In this case, the bison has become an unwilling host to these relentless parasites. The barnacles, which are actually crustaceans, attach themselves to the bison's skin, burrowing in and creating a grotesque spectacle. Their presence is not merely a nuisance, it is a brutal assault on the bison's health. As they feed on the bison's flesh, they create open wounds that can become infected, leading to severe pain and suffering. The bison, once a majestic symbol of the wild, now bears the scars of this parasitic invasion, a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in the animal kingdom. The infestation can be attributed to a variety of factors, including environmental changes and the bison's weakened immune system. As habitats shift and food sources dwindle, these magnificent creatures become more vulnerable to such attacks. The barnacles, thriving in this new environment, find a perfect host in the bison, turning its body into a grotesque landscape of suffering. It is a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature, where the line between life and death is often blurred. As we reflect on this dark tale, we must consider the moral implications of our actions as humans. Our encroachment on natural habitats, pollution, and climate change have far-reaching consequences, not just for ourselves but for the creatures that share this planet with us. The bison, once a symbol of the American frontier, now faces a battle against an unseen enemy, a battle that is exacerbated by our own negligence. In the end, we are left with a chilling thought. While the barnacles may be in the quiet stillness of a dense forest, a haunting sight emerges. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears a grotesque badge of survival. Its hide, marred by a gaping wound, is a canvas for a nightmarish infestation of barnacles. These crustaceans, typically found clinging to the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of the ocean, have found an unlikely host in this terrestrial creature. As the camera zooms in, you can see the barnacles, like grotesque barnacle soldiers, firmly anchored to the deer's flesh, their hard calcareous shells contrasting starkly against the soft, vulnerable skin. This unsettling image invites us to ponder the darker side of nature, where beauty and horror often coexist. Barnacle infestation, known scientifically as barnacle parasitism, occurs when these marine creatures latch onto a host, often causing severe damage. The deer, in its quest for food and survival, may have wandered too close to a water source, where barnacle larvae, known as cyprids, lie in waiting. Once they find a suitable surface, they metamorphose into their adult form, secreting a powerful adhesive that binds them to the flesh of their unfortunate host. As they grow, they feed on the deer's nutrients, creating an open wound that becomes a breeding ground for infection. The sight is not for the faint of heart. The barnacles, with their sharp edges and relentless grip, cause immense in the vast and untamed wilderness, where the wind whispers secrets of ancient times. A solitary bison roams, a majestic creature of the plains, embodying strength and resilience. But upon closer inspection, a sinister truth lurks beneath its shaggy exterior. This bison bears a horrific wound, a grotesque testament to the dark side of nature. A barnacle infestation has taken hold, transforming this once proud animal into a living canvas of suffering. The barnacles, those seemingly innocuous marine creatures, have found an unlikely host in the bison, clinging to its skin like malevolent parasites. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with the shocking sight of these crustaceans, their hard shells contrasting starkly against the bison's coarse fur. The barnacles, usually found on rocks and ships, have invaded this terrestrial giant, a reminder of nature's unpredictable cruelty. But how did this happen? Barnacles are opportunistic hitchhikers, often attaching themselves to any surface that provides a suitable environment for their growth. In this case, the bison, perhaps seeking solace in a mud wallow or drinking at a brackish water source, inadvertently became a resting place for these relentless invaders. As the barnacles latch onto the bison's skin, they begin to burrow in, causing excruciating pain and significant damage. The bison's immune system struggles to fend off this unexpected assault, leading to inflammation and infection. Barnacles, thriving in this new habitat, multiply rapidly, creating a grotesque cluster of hard white shells that protrude from the bison's flesh, resembling a twisted armor of death. As we delve deeper into the biology of these barnacles, we discover their fascinating yet horrifying life cycle. They begin as microscopic larvae, drifting through the water in search of a suitable surface to settle upon. Once they find a host, they undergo a metamorphosis, transforming into the barnacles we see clinging to the bison. Their bodies secrete a powerful adhesive, allowing them to anchor themselves firmly, making removal nearly impossible. This process is not just a simple attachment. It is a brutal invasion that can lead to severe consequences for the host. The bison, now burdened by this infestation, struggles to move freely, its health deteriorating as the barnacles continue to feast on its resources. The once proud creature is reduced to a shadow of its former self, a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in the wild. The sight of this bison, marred by an infestation that it did not choose, forces us to confront the darker aspects of nature. It is a brutal reminder of the interconnectedness of life, where one creature's misfortune can become another's thriving opportunity. While the barnacles may seem like mere victims of their biology,